Hello everyone and welcome to the B&B Motorsports channel. My name is Braylon and today I get to review a 2007 Ariel Atom 2. I am super stoked for this episode. Before we begin, a major thank you to the owner, Chong.
Ariel is an English company with a 150-year heritage of primarily producing motorcycles. Ariel employs only 28 people and lives up to its reputation as a family-owned company. The Atom was born in 2000 and has been succeeded by the Atom 2, Atom 3, Atom 3S, Atom 3RS, and the Atom 4. For the second generation of Atoms, Ariel signed a contract with United States-based company Bramo Motorsports to manufacture the Atom 2 in the United States in 2005. Production of the Atom 2 stopped in 2007.
Now this is the point of the review where I typically say, let's pop the hood and check out the engine. Well, I can't pop the hood for you today, but let's go ahead and check that engine out.
This Atom 2 is equipped with GM's Ecotec engine, a supercharged inline-4 capable of 245 horsepower. The transmission is a 5-speed manual from a Chevy Cobalt SS. Ecotec motors can make sufficient power, but the transmissions were the weak link.
The Atom's tires are 205/50 R15s, and they are much cheaper compared to other track toys such as the Corvette, the Mustang, the GTR. So all in all, the expendables such as wheels, brakes, tires are cheaper for the Atom compared to some other vehicles that you would go take to the track, and the Atom's lightweight makes it a lot easier on the parts, so you're not breaking them as often. Ariel was the first company to make exo-framed cars in. The famous Jeremy Clarkson Top Gear review, where his face is all messed up, was what really springboarded the company to its popularity and made it become and stay relevant. Ariel focused on balance and lightweight as the selling points of the car. You can also see how low the car is to the ground. I will give you guys a little bit of a spoiler. I've actually already driven the car and I'm filming this part of the review after, and I can tell you firsthand that even though the car is relatively low to the ground, it didn't make me nervous driving over bumps, anything like that. I didn't notice any scraping, and I have no concerns overall with how low the car is to the ground. If anything, it just makes you feel more connected and grounded to the road. I'm going to show you how I get in the Atom. If you have suggestions for more graceful ways, let me know. First, let's take the steering wheel off. Put that over in the passenger seat. Now, do not step in the floorboards. That is a very delicate material, and I don't want to be the one to mess that up. The owner has given me permission to step on his seats, so I'm a little bit flexible so I can swing my legs over, and there are plenty of things to hold on to before we get in. So there are, of course, the seatbelt setup. Plenty of points of security here. And then one over here. So I would hook all of these up before I went, and then to take the seatbelt off, you just turn it. Here we have the turn signals. Don't forget to shut those off. This way, of course, is left, right. This is the horn. Then this is actually how you start the car. You've got to flip this switch. Of course, the hazards, and we have the lights. All right, let's start this bad boy up and go for a drive. Let's get the road. It's so cool. You can see yourself apexing the turn as you're turning. Listen to that supercharger.
Unfortunately, most of the audio didn't come out from the drive. I'm going to roll a few clips so you can watch the Atom work, and we'll discuss my thoughts in the final review.
my drive now. That was an incredible run that we had. This car is just so responsive, like I said earlier. The hardest thing about driving it, honestly, was just keeping my hat on. That's the only complaint that I have the whole drive. It was seriously so amazing.
Welcome to the final review. This was a very challenging video to do research on, as there was very little out there about the Atom compared to other vehicles that I review. Typically everything is right there at your fingertips on the internet, and this was a little bit more of a challenge, so I really liked that. I feel like I learned a lot more about this really unique piece of machinery. All in all, I had a great time. I'm sure you could tell by all of the yelling clips and how happy my face was in all of the video. There's pros and cons to the Atom, just like any other vehicle. Some of those pros we talked about earlier in the video, such as the tires and brakes being cheaper, and all in all, those expendables have less wear and tear on them due to the Atom's lightweight. Another major positive factor I liked about the Atom was its handling. It corners like a champ. I would love to take it on Tail of the Dragon and just see how it performs. And as you're powering out of those curves, it does fantastic. Really, the only downside I see of the Atom 2 is something that actually draws me to it at the same time, and it's that exoskeleton. So while it's so striking and pulls people in, I had so many people coming up to me while we were filming at the park to just talk about it, but that's also inconvenient. And in a lot of my videos, I talk about how you could possibly make this vehicle your daily driver. Obviously, that would not be the case for the Atom 2, and I could see it being inconvenient depending on what weather patterns look like where you live. If you live somewhere like Florida where it's always raining, it's probably not gonna work for you. Overall, I had a phenomenal time driving the Atom 2. Again, huge shout out to the owner. He has been so patient with me as I've been editing this video. Big thank you to him. And stay tuned for lots more videos coming up as we're rolling into car show season. Thanks guys, and I'll see you on the next Motorsports Monday.